Hi everybody and welcome to my first YouTube video. Oh boy. Okay. My name is Ina Campbell, and I am the founder of Rayless Logistics LLC, and we are based out of Concord, North Carolina. Yay! Okay. So basically, the reason I am doing this video is because this has been one of the most amazing weeks of my life professionally. Rayless Logistics is barely 1 month old. And this week has been phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, it's phenomenal to me because this is my baby and I'm brand new with this. So bear with me. But I have gotten so many questions on how to do things, where to look for this, how did I get this, blah, 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 blah. So I said I would come on here and make a video, not just to educate people or answer questions that I've been getting, but also as a journal towards myself. I'm hoping that this will inspire somebody else who is doubting themselves, who's not sure which direction to go with, who isn't sure if they should step out on faith, who is just afraid for change, or who's even doubting that it's too late in life to make a change. Let me start off by saying this. I am 47 years old, and I was one of those people recently who was like, I can't believe I waited to 47 to do this. I wish I had done this years ago. I do wish I had done this years ago, but I didn't know about the freight industry to this extent years ago. I probably wouldn't have had the drive to do it a couple of years ago. And as a good friend of mine, Crystal, told me, now was the time God had reserved for me to start this journey in my life. God didn't mean for me to do this when I was 45 or 35 or 30. He wanted me to wait till 47 to do this. So when I look at it that way, I'm okay with it. It's also a way for me to show my son that it's never too late to start anything in life. He's 21. He's still trying to figure out exactly what it is he wants to do with his life. But I tell him, it's okay for you to try different things until you have it figured out, because I know at 21, I didn't have my life figured out. As you can clearly see at 47, I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So I say to those people that are young, you're not supposed to have life figured out already. So it's okay to sit up here and one day you decide to do this, and maybe the next month you decide to do something else. Find what you love to do. And once you find that, once you find a passion for something, go with it. And don't give up. Don't let people tell you no, you can't do something, because those are the ones that are actually miserable that they didn't follow their dreams. And so they don't want to see you win, but you prove them wrong. Because the best way to get back at somebody is to live your best life. I truly believe that. Yeah. So, again, Rayless Logistics LLC was founded about approximately a month ago. I came up with the name Rayless, which is RAY, capital LIS. It is a combination of my late father, Raymond Campbell, and my late mother, Phyllis Campbell. Is a combination of their first names. And I thank God every day that they were my parents. I miss them both tremendously. Um, but this is the best way for me to pay homage to them on a daily basis and hopefully make them proud of me um, in heaven. So that's for you, mom and daddy. Um, I decided to do this. I actually decided to start dispatching after I saw a woman on the Spectrum local news channel. She was talking about how, due to COVID, she had to make a change in her career. I'm not sure if she was laid off, I'm not sure if her hours were just cut or what the issue was, but she lost a lot of income because of COVID. And so she needs to find something else to do. I'm not sure how she got started with dispatching, but she ended up turning to dispatching. And she said she started doing it, and next thing she knew, it just took off. She said the demand for dispatching was so huge. And now that she was so busy, she is going to have to hire outside help. And I was like, wow. Not sure why her story stuck with me, but it did. I never forgot her story. And it wasn't that long ago that I heard about it, but her story stuck with me. Moved some months later, and I was talking to a friend on the phone who also had to switch jobs because of COVID. And I started noticing that a number of my friends on Instagram, who I knew from when I grew up in California, um, and even some of the friends that I made here in North Carolina, started switching to trucking. So I was like, wow, what's going on with that? Then I found out how big of a freaking business trucking is. You guys have no idea. You may. But if you don't know, this is a $1 billion industry. It's huge. Trucking is not going to be obsolete anytime soon. People need to get their goods, and once it lands on U.S. soil, the truckers take over and they make sure those goods get to where they need to be. So when you see those truckers on the road, you guys, they work hard. They're away from their families. They deal with a lot of crap. I mean, a lot of crap. I've learned so much in these past 2 months than I have ever known about what the carriers deal with on a daily basis. It is ridiculous. So when you see them on the roads, give them some love, because they are so not appreciated and undervalued, but they keep this country running. Honest to God, they really do. They keep food in our mouths. They keep clothes on our backs. And they make sure we have the tools that we need to function on a daily basis, whether it's in our personal lives or professional lives. So show them some respect. They really deserve it. So with that said, I noticed friends starting to go into trucking. So after talking to my friend who drives a Sprinter van, mentioned that they were looking for a dispatcher. He was in a position where he was tired of trying to find loads. And I said, you know what? I said, I saw a lady on the news go into dispatching. She was talking about dispatching and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I need to look into that. He said, you know what? He says, I have a friend that teaches a dispatching course. I was like, no way. He said, yeah, no, for real. He's like, let me give you his name and phone number, and you reach out to him if you really want to do it. I said, no, don't play with me. I said, because I'm dead serious. I really want to learn this. And he said, no, I'm serious. Sure enough, he gave me his number, and God blessed me with Demetrius Ford of Torchlight Logistics. This man is a mentor to me. He's probably young enough to be my son, but he has no idea of the impact he has made on my life. I love Demetrius. I consider him a friend, but he's a mentor and he is so full of knowledge, it's ridiculous. So I reached out to Demetrius, and at the beginning of November, I took his Torchlight Logistics Intensive Dispatch Training course. And I say that to you if you're interested in getting to dispatching. He has a phenomenal program for you to go through. Is very cost friendly, and he's patient. He's full of knowledge, and he is your biggest cheerleader. So reach out to him if you're interested. But I took his course at the beginning of November. The course was a month long. We met 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And we actually finished our course the first week of December because we canceled a couple classes due to Thanksgiving. While I was in the course, I established my LLC and I obtained my EIN number to be legitimate. You may come into contact with some people who are not running legitimate businesses, and that's fine. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle because you got to get your money where you can. People got families to support, children to feed. And last time I checked, nobody was knocking on nobody's door, handing them a handful of money, talking about, here, you're okay, you're taken care of. So I'm not knocking anybody who does not, that dispatches, who does not have an LLC established or EIN number. However, for me, for Ina Campbell, it was important to me to do this the right way and to set up a legitimate business, because this is something I hopefully my son takes interest in and would like to continue on once I'm ready to retire and go live my best life on somebody's island. So I want everything to be legal. I would love to leave it a booming business to him and something that he can leave towards his children. So with that said, I took Demetrius' course, established my LLC, attained my EIN number, began setting up my office. And let me see if I can show you real quick my little area in my bedroom where I can do business throughout the day. So that's what I do. Now, mind you, yes, I have a legitimate business. Yes, it's an LLC. Yes, I work. However, this is not the only thing that I do. I have a 9-to-5 job that I work 5 days a week. Yes, ma'am, you heard me correctly. I have a 9-to-5 job that I do in addition to dispatching. My goal is to hopefully be in a position where Rayless Logistics takes off and I can walk away from my 9-to-5 by June of 2022. That is my goal. June 2022, I would like to leave my 9-to-5 job. Do not get me wrong. Love the company I work for. Love them to death. It's flexible. I can do dispatching while working for them. I go into the office 3 days a week, work from home 2 days out the week. They're phenomenal people. Great family-owned company. Love them to death. But with that being said, I would like to work for me. So that is that. So just to let you know that if you have a job and you are interested in doing this, you can do both. It's going to take a lot of work on your part. It's going to take some dedication, but you can do it. Fast forward to this week. Phenomenal. I recently joined a couple of Facebook groups. A couple of them are for dispatchers. A couple of them are for truckers. A couple of them are dedicated solely towards box trucks or vans or hot shots, or just anything that had to do with the freight industry. I'm joining because I want to soak up as much information as I possibly can to make this business a success. So in one of the Facebook groups I joined, I introduced myself, and I also posted my flyer of the services that are offered with or that are offered through Rayless Logistics. And praise God, one of the carriers in the group reached out to me to actually inquire about credit repair services that I also offer, in addition to the dispatching services I offer. Long story short, he reached out to me. We had a phone conversation, and I would say Monday or Tuesday, I'm not quite sure which day, so please forgive me, he signed on as my first carrier. So I dispatch for him. It's a family-owned trucking company, and they are based out of Illinois. God bless them. And his beautiful wife, Esther, is a part of the team. And so me and her work closely together. And they are just the nicest people. But they are my very first carrier officially signed to Rayless Logistics. It gets better. After they signed up, I posted that in a group that I had signed my first carrier because I was so freaking happy. I wanted to share the news with everybody. And what do you know? After I posted that, I got a message from another carrier. This carrier is based out of Texas. She has a box truck. You heard me right. She has a box truck, and I will be working with her. As of 6:30 this evening, I received a signed contract from my third carrier. That's right, my third carrier. I officially have 3 carriers that I am dispatching for. One owns a power only, one owns a box truck, and one has a cargo van. And yes, that's right, I am not ashamed to dispatch for any and everybody. Everybody needs help. Some people need more help more than others. But God forbid, if you don't want them and they willing to hustle and make their money to feed their families, I'm sure willing to work with them to help them feed their families. So I dispatch for everybody. If you have your authority and your CD and you have a CDL, or even if you don't have a CDL, because yes, you can drive a box truck without a CDL, and you're serious and you're professional and you ready to get out here and make this money, yes, I will help dispatch for you. I want to see you succeed, and so when you succeed, I succeed. And that's just the bottom line. I have no qualms with dispatching for Sprinter vans, cargo vans, box trucks, hot shots, dry vans, vented vans, reefers, flatbeds. I'll dispatch for them all. That's just it. I'm hungry, and I'm determined. Like I said, I'm determined to make this business a success. So, the reason behind this video, like I said, after I posted in a group that I had finally got my first carrier, people started asking me a bunch of questions. I had people contacting me asking me how I got my carrier, what paperwork did they need to have to get a carrier? What boards should they go on to? And when I say boards, for those of you who know nothing about trucking, they're called load boards. They were asking me what load boards do I use? What software did I use? And I don't, to just put it out there as of right now, no, I do not use any type of dispatching or freight software. I don't. I do all of the grunt work. I have a system that I created. I also use some tools that Demetrius, God bless you, Demetrius, has created and shared with those of us who have taken his class. So, not to say that those software systems don't work or aren't helpful, because actually today somebody else reached out to me about a software system that can help you keep organized, like with invoice and paperwork and so forth and so forth. So that's good, but as of right now I don't use one, and that's not to say that I won't, but just right now I don't. I would say that if you're serious about this type of business or any type of business, you surround yourself with people who are in that business and who are willing to help you and share the knowledge that they have gained from the industry, regardless of what industry it is. I have met some incredible people in the Facebook groups. Excuse me, I need a drink. Wow. It is New Year's Eve. But some people have been very helpful. I haven't really seen a lot of negative comments, which is refreshing. But I mean, I've seen some. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some. But I haven't seen a lot. But surround yourself with people who share the same interests as you, who hopefully own a business in the field that you're interested in. If you are on social media, join the groups or discussion groups that are geared towards the industry that you're interested in. You will learn a lot. A lot of your questions will be answered because they're also asking the same questions that you're asking. And you'll be amazed at how much people are willing to teach you, how much people are willing to share with you. So don't be scared. Just do it. Just do it. Start Googling. That's what the computer's for. I tell my son all the time, I said, you lucky. When I was a kid, we didn't have no internet. We didn't have Google. We didn't have Yahoo. We didn't have all that stuff. So we couldn't just go on and type something and find out what it was about. You had to go to the library. You had to do research. You had to read. You had to talk to people and all that other stuff. So now with the web, it's so much easier to get access to information. So just start there. Just start Googling. And you'll be surprised at what you find on the internet and the information that is out there. So again, I did the video to help answer questions. I know I probably didn't answer any questions in this video, but this is going to be a way for you guys to follow me in my journey, to follow me in this new chapter of my life. If you want to, you'll see my successes, you'll see my failures, you'll see the hard work I put in. When I learn something new, I'll be willing to share it with you without hesitation. This is a journal for me, and hopefully I can see progression as I go through this journey. Hopefully you'll see progression, but also hopefully you'll learn something at the same time. You're going to get to know me in and out. You're going to get to see my flaws and all. And I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm 47. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my flaws. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. Don't want to be perfect, to be honest with you. Uh, but I'm here to help. I'm here to share. I'm here to encourage. And hopefully, this will be something that we both um, can build from, can learn from, and just become better overall people from. Um, I'm gonna try to post a video at least once a week um, if the demand is there for it. Um, but I'm hoping that this will inspire somebody else to follow their dreams and to not be afraid. So, with that being said, everybody, welcome. Again, my name is Ina, and you will learn more about me personally as we go along. And hopefully, I will be able to meet and learn from some of you in the process. Today is the last day of 2021. Thank God, because it's been a rough year for everybody. But if you are going out, please be safe. Please do not drink and drive. I can't stress that enough. If you are going to be drinking, there are plenty of free rides out here. There's no reason for anybody to be drinking and driving. I know everybody thinks that they can. Everybody is different. Oh, it don't affect me this way. Yeah. Don't do it, because you could potentially not just ruin your life, but you could ruin somebody else's life. So please, if you're gonna be drinking, drink responsibly. COVID is real. Please mask up. That is just my personal opinion. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. But be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Be safe. I wish everybody nothing but love, happiness, and prosperity in 2022. And until I talk to you guys next week, Happy New Year, Happy 2022 to everybody, and cheers. Okay, you guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.